Now let's take you to Zambia, where the country intends to start using what is called blended petrol with ethanol to run motor vehicles by June 2022. Now, the Energy Minister of the country, Mr. PETER KAPALA, has said that the blending will, with an initial 10% of ethanol, will be done through the Indeni Petrol Refinery in Ndola, and is expected to cut the retail cost of petrol in the country.
According to the Energy Ministry, or the Energy Minister himself, that's PETER KAPALA, the technology will help reduce the pump prices of fuel and help save on the foreign exchange spent on importing fuel. He also added that the initiative will also help to create employment for cassava and sugarcane farmers who will be providing raw materials for ethanol production. Now joining us is Zambia's public affairs analyst. We have Kennedy Lingwaya to share more on this development. Good morning, Kennedy. Many thanks for joining the program. Now, can you tell us the cost implication of taking this route for Zambia? All right, Kennedy, you might need to unmute your mic for us to hear you properly. We're looking at this blended petrol situation that will be happening in Zambia come 2022. How feasible is this and how workable is this for the people of Zambia? All right, Kennedy, I think your audio might be bad at this time. We hope you can rectify that so we can come back to you on this story, because we're wondering if this plan is workable and if this is the best way to approach. We understand that a lot of countries are going green. A lot of countries are looking for alternative fossil fuel is one of the things that has been put at the forefront as against using petrol or even crude oil in the first place.
Blended petrol, so they will use ethanol, right?
10% of ethanol at the beginning.
At the beginning.
And 90% off.
So I really want to know what the industrial process is to really bring out this, well, the commodity that will now become the crude that they'll be using for their vehicles and, you know, other household appliances. Clearly, it works for even their motorcycles, right? So I'm sure that's like a piece of the blended petrol, 10% alcohol. So in terms of the engineering to get this product out and mass production for use in the country, what I think, the important question, what will be the cost for Zambia? We know it's a relatively small country, the economy and all that. Clearly one of the poorest countries, sadly, in the world. And what does this mean for the petroleum sector in the country? And how can other African countries, perhaps learn from this, and if it has any advantage? Because this clearly, when you look at
it looks like the main advantage a lot of people are looking at is the cost implication. Now they're hoping it will reduce the cost implication to the end user. But let's also look at the health aspect of it, the health implication of this. How is this going to affect global warming at the end of the day? Now let's also not forget that the number of vehicles in Zambia right now is on the rise, and this is also leading to depletion of the ozone layer in the continent and even the world at large. So let's also remember that while we're looking for cost implications, we should also look at the health implication and the environment in particular, and on humans as well. All
right, refinery in Ndola to get this blended 10% fuel and ethanol in Zambia.